What's going on, guys? Today I'd like to talk to you about the bag that I keep in my car at all time. No, it is not a bug out bag. No, it is not a get home bag. This is a recreational bag. It could get me home if I needed to. It could get me away from things if I needed to. But that isn't its intended purpose. It is really just if one of my friends say, "Hey, let's go out this weekend. I got some time off. You got some time off. Let's hit the trails. Let's do a simple overnighter." All right, let's get right into it. I have my lights. My first lamp is a simple enough. It's a simple enough um, Energizer headlamp. Cost me right around. It cost me right around $10 or so. Um, it is not the best light, but it works in a pinch. Hey, and I have someone trying to join. Let's talk about him. Hey, this is Chunk. Chunk, welcome to the table. Chunk is a happy-go-lucky pup. Chunk is about 6 weeks old. We just adopted him, and he's a little busy, and he wants to join the club. All right, getting back to it. Uh, Energizer light. It has three functions. Well, it has four functions really. Starts off with a red beam, goes to this little flood situation. This is the direct high beam. This is more of a flood situation. This is with everything on. So bright, good enough to light up small areas. Wouldn't really recommend this if you were trying to night hike. It can help you out in a night hike, but it doesn't have enough throw to really get you there, and it also has a strobe. That's my first light. We'll kick that up there. The second light that I keep in the top of my bag is this little guy here. This is another cheap light. This one I actually got for free. Um, Occasionally, I have vendors that come through my job that try to sell me things, and they give me free gifts. This was one of them. It's decent. It has a high beam, a mid beam, strobe, and it goes to green, which is really nice for at night and you're just trying to find stuff around the camp. I hate that you have to cycle through it to really use it, but it works out. The next light that I have is this krill light. This is the 180 version of it instead of a 360, and only half of it is lit. That's why it's the 180 version. But this light is great for hanging in your tent if you need to just get out for a little while and you need to light your tent. You need to light the tent up, and it goes green. Goes green. Only half of it lights. And that's still good though. What's up, baby boy? What you need? You want to get back on the table? Well, you can't. And you can't have anything on the table. Moving on. This knife I picked up right around $10 on Amazon. It came with a fire steel and the sheath. The chain wasn't included, but the chain really doesn't mean much. I just threw it on there because I had it. It's not really to hang around my neck or anything like that. I just put it on there. Um, the next cutting tool that I have is this saw. This saw came from Walmart, the garden section. Again, not spectacular. It's not great, but it gets you through in the pinch. Oh, look at that. He's gonna be on the trails real soon. All right, don't bring down the set. um, it is decent. I've made a few campfires with this. Next up, getting under the lid of my pack a little more. These are the things I keep in it. We're going to go into my water system. Next up is water purification. These are the Coleman um, iodine tablets. You can pick this up in the camping section at at Walmart or really almost anywhere. Walmart, Kmart, Target. You can find them on Amazon. They're fairly cheap, and I keep them in my car because these you can keep in um, different weather conditions more than you could a pump water filter or even a Sawyer squeeze. And even Aqua Mirror. I mean, they can only get so cold before it starts to freeze up on you, and it's really no good to you. So that's why I have that. And I pair all that with, you guessed it, a stainless steel water bottle. This stainless steel water bottle has been with me a while. I have yet to have to boil in it or anything. And usually when we go out, when I take this kit out, I'm usually taking stuff like tuna and things I don't have to cook. Hence, quick things. So I really don't have anything. I don't have a cook set. I'm usually just eating out of the packets. All right. Also, in the top of that, in the under part of the lid, I keep survival blanket and a survival tin. Everyone knows what a, well, maybe not everyone, but a survival tin is a pretty common thing. It's something that a lot of people carry. And the basics of a survival tin has a little bit of medication in it, pain meds, some allergy meds, and some kindling. You can have something to cut with. I have a small pocket knife in there, a itty bitty flashlight, and some matches. That nature. That's all in that survival tin. All right. Now we're going to get into the pack some more. In the pack, I have 550 cord. It has many uses, but it's just cordage. The next thing we're going to get into is my pad that I use for under my sleep mat. This is just your good old Reflected. You get this at Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's. It comes in a large roll. You cut it to size. I've been using this one for about three seasons now, and it still has more life to go. I've used this I use it mostly in my tent, but I started off using this in my hammock before I got an underquilt. So I would use the Reflected with this sleep pad right here. This air mattress is a climate. This sleep mat right here is a Climate Static V. If you didn't read that, this is a well-known pad. Some love it, some hate it. I love it. It has just enough width. It has just enough loft that it is comfortable for me. I'm 6'2", closer to the 6'3" side before I start shrinking. But this pad, it works well for me side sleeping. It's a little short if I try to sleep on my back, but side sleeping it works really well. And the best way I've found to sleep on this pad with my height is to put my pack up here, put my head on my pack and have my shoulders down on this mat, and then that way I can sleep on my back in any way I want. If you are trying to figure out how to get really, really comfortable on this pad, that's how I do it. I put my pack or whatever cushion I have At the head, I put my head off of the mat because that's going to give me the best insulation too. And put the rest of my body on the pad, and man, it works. Man, oh man, does it work great there. Let's get into my sleeping bag. I said it once and I'll say it again. 80% of what I have came from Walmart and Army Surplus. This is my Army Surplus 30-degree sleeping bag. I bought the whole modular system, and from late spring, late spring, summer, early fall, this bag is great. Spring, sorry, mid fall, winter, no go. This bag is good to right around mid and high 40s. That's the best you're gonna get out of this bag. Mid to high 40s. I mean, sorry, yeah, mid to high 40s up. That's the best you're gonna get using this bag by itself. If you add the bivy sack that goes with it, you can get a few more degrees out of it. Um, like I bought the whole set, um, which came with the green bag, a black bag that's supposed to get you down to zero, and the bivy sack that goes with it, and it's supposed to get you down to right around -30. They say. I will tell you this with absolute certainty that a few years ago, um, a few years ago, we had one of the coldest winters on tap, and I tried the sleeping bag out. I did it for the sole reason because they said that it was going to be record lows and it was supposed to get down to -20 with the wind chill. I put all three of the bags together, and I slept in it. I The bag was okay. I was more uncomfortable because of how tight it was. I wasn't really cold. There was cold spots, of course, but I wasn't cold all over like, oh, this is killing me. I was cold. I was more uncomfortable because it was just so tight. I'm closer to 6'3", and I am about 220 pounds. When you talk about snug as a bug, man, you are talking about um, a caterpillar going into a cocoon with that. That's what I'm saying. That's how tight you are. I was about to morph into a butterfly or something. That'll do it for me in this episode of what I keep in my car bag. Hope you enjoy it. If you learned something, click the like button, leave comments below. Thanks for watching.